Hey, what's up, peoples? I'm here now. It's Anthony. Another installment of Anthony Speaks. The today's question is, do I think that people can change? Let's think about that. Do I think people can change? Yeah, I actually think that if a person want to change, they can change. There is no like set guideline on when said person should change or will change. But I think deep down inside, if a person want to change, they'll change. Um, a lot of times we want people to change and we want people to do different things than what they're doing, and a lot of times that doesn't always work out for the best. It doesn't always work out the way we want it to work out. It just it's how it is sometimes, because what we may want from a person, or what we may want a person to be or do, is what we want. Now, if that person is going to do it, it's up to them. It's just like how people say, when somebody cheat, they'll always cheat. Wrong. That's not the case. The person to cheat because they want to cheat. Now, if they decide that they want to do right by the person they're with, they won't cheat. They'll just do what they need to do. Um, Once a drug addict, always a drug addict. Wrong, because a person decides that they may not want to do drugs anymore. That just has, like anybody, a drug dealer or a bank robber or a criminal or any type of scenario or situation that the person may be involved in. If they want to seek change, they'll change themselves. A lot of times we want people to change and they don't want to change, and we feel like, well, if you want me in your life or you want me to deal with you, then you need to change. But it's not for us to make those observations and those wants out of people. Yeah, we may want that, but it's not necessarily always going to happen. That's not necessarily always going to be the case. A person to change when they're ready to. A person will change when they feel fit to change or want to change or feel like a change will be necessary for them. A lot of times people are who they are. They don't want to do anything different. They don't want to be anything different than what they are. A lot of times we want people who change who don't want to change, and we need to let that go. We need to allow those people to do those things that they want to do and be who they are or do whatever they're doing. Like, we have to accept them. We have to accept what they're doing, what they're about. It's not our life. We may be involved in that person's life, but it's not our life. So at the end of the day, it's what they want to do with their life. And it's either we're going to deal with them as the person they are, or we're not going to deal with them. If the person they are, or the person that they is, if it affects you and the person you want to be, you need to realize or evaluate what type of friendship you want with that person, what type of relationship you want with that person. You have to realize if that person is good for you or they're not good for you. If they want to be around, you need to figure out if that's what you want to do, because they may never be no more than what they are. They may never be anything different than them. We may want them not to do this or do that, but at the end of the day, it's up for that person. Like, if you deal with somebody that smokes cigarettes and you don't like people that smoke cigarettes, don't date nobody that's fucking smoke cigarettes. Point, period, and blank. Like, don't date that person with the aspect of, well, I'm going to get them to change, I'm going to get them to stop smoking, and that's just period. That's just it. And then that's what it's going to be. And then you be mad when they don't stop. It's their life. Is what they want to do. They enjoy smoking cigarettes. Like, I enjoy my talks with Mary, and I work hard every day, Monday through Friday. I take care of my bills, I take care of my life, and this is just something I like to do. Now, for a person to come in knowing, because I make sure everybody know, like, that I deal with or be around, like, I blow, I smoke, unless it's like work or something like that, but I let it be known, like, I smoke, and it's up to them to decide if they want to be around me. Now, I don't plan on smoking. Wait, I don't know what the fuck, why this just popped on like that. Crazy. I think my iTunes is possessed. It's so many songs. 760, 76, 72. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I smoke. And I make it known that I smoke. So anybody that comes around to deal with me, they know that I smoke. So that person shouldn't come into the situation like, well, I don't like people that smoke. All right, well, if you don't like people who blow tree, then you shouldn't be fucking around with me. You shouldn't be hollering at me. You shouldn't be dealing with me. Because that's what I'm going to do. In my free time, I'm going to smoke. And that's the problem. People come in and say, well, I like that person, but I don't like that they smoke, so maybe I'm going to get them to change. And they go about the situation trying to get that person to change, and then they realize that that person don't want to change, that person want to smoke. And even if they may try to, it's like really not for them, it's for you. So it's like they are, doing something that they don't really want to do. So therefore they may fail at it, and they may not change, and they may go back to what it's doing. So if we just go ahead and accept people for who they are and allow them to make changes on their self, then I think we'll make off better with our dealings with people. Because like if I know somebody that drinks, I'm not going to be like, oh wow, you drink too much, I'm not fucking with you. Like, well, I know you drink, so I can imagine that it's going to be to the point that you're going to probably get drunk. Now it depends on what kind of drunk that person is, if I'm going to deal with that person past that point. So if they're like the out of control raging drunk, and you see that after time that they are that type of person, then it's like, okay, I can't fuck with you, but it's just who you are. Like, so I'm not going to try to force you to change. Like, if I think it's something that's going to affect that person health-wise, and may cause them to be hurt or get into an accident or something, I may say like, yo, you need to chill out, you need to calm down, like you need to think it over, you need to see what's going on, maybe you need to not drink as much, and put it out there that it's really about, your life, your health and things of that nature. You are doing things that's going to get you killed. And then it's different, you make that points, and if that person still doesn't want to change, you have to realize how much are you going to keep trying to make that person do that, because a lot of times we don't just accept people. We don't accept the people for who they are and what they are, the things that they do, the people that they are. We're too busy trying to be with that person and change that person at the same time, and that's where a lot of our blurred vision gets crossed, and we try to, make things a little different than what they should be. But yeah, I think people can change. I think it's up to the individual person who may want to change, or if they will change, or if they're going to change. I mean, it's their life. So if they're doing something that they feel as though is making their life happy, they may not. And we have to understand that we can put people in these positions where we're asking them to change or to reflect change, and if they don't change, they won't. But also, you can't go about the situation and say that because you did this, or because you're this type of person, or you was this type of person, and this was your life before that you're not able to change. Because all men, all women, all children, everybody should at some point make gradually changes into their life as the person they are, what they're about. Hopefully changes for the good. But it's a journey that we all must take, and one man's journey or one woman's journey is different than the other person, so you can't expect to live out your journey through somebody else's journey. You gotta allow them to have their journey. And if you decide to deal with somebody and be with somebody and take this, change of this journey with them, you can't put it forth in front of them big things and big events that they are not going to be able to reach. They're not going to be able to reach these milestones and be these people that we want. So we have to understand that that's who they are, that's what they're going to do. They won't change, or they will change. We also must think sometimes, is the change good for me, or is the change really good for them? Because if you're pushing change on a person that's good for them, then okay, yeah, I can understand that. But if you're pushing change on a person that ends up being only good for you, then why would anybody want to take that change? Why would anybody want to take that type of thing? If all my changes is only going to reflect good for you and it's only going to benefit you, then why would you push that on a person? So we have to realize what we're asking for people as far as change. What are we asking people for as far as putting faith in change? Because change is necessary. Change is people are able to make change. Like I said, it's up to the individual person. So a lot of times also, a lot of people don't change because the people that want them to change, they build a support system to say, well, if you do X, Y, Z and you may change, I'll be there to help you. And a lot of people can't deal with change. A lot of people can't, fit change into their life. A lot of people are creatures of habit, and what they do and what they're used to doing is it's what they do. So You know, so a lot of people can't necessarily take change in and be good and productive with change. And a lot of people trying to make change need support systems to get that change. So the fact that they need these support systems and they need these people around them to make this changes, because one, change is hard and a lot of people can't compromise as far as incorporating change into their life. They need these people that want them to change to support them. And a lot of times, y'all people who want people to change, y'all put these foundations of these why these people should change, and then you don't support these people. Like if you tell somebody, okay, I'll support you when you smoke. If you're trying to quit smoking and you have a need or urge, call me. And if this person only calls you like maybe once a day or twice a day about this urge of smoking cigarettes, but you want them to change and you want them to stop smoking, you should take their fucking phone call. You should answer their phone and talk to them and give them a little 5-second support. Don't say you want to support somebody's change and you're going to outline how you want to support them, and when that person comes to you for that support, you don't give it. So therefore, it's like that person feels defeated. They feel as though like I can't really do this, and the people that said that they want me to change, who offer their support of change, doesn't really be there to give it to me. So we always have to be mindful of it. We also always have to figure out and realize what it is that we want these people to change, and is it a possibility they're going to do it? Will they be able to? Is it something for me? Is it something really for them? Is it beneficial to me or is it beneficial to them? Like, you know, stop always thinking about us and me, and maybe think about aspect of change for that person and what it is that they need or they will do. Sometimes to incorporate change in one person's life, they may need one person to believe in them that they can make that change. So how about you be that person to believe in that next person that they're able to make that change? I mean, yeah, I'm here. I hope y'all enjoyed this, you know, this little installment again of Anthony Speaks. And like I said, you can email me in my inbox and send me questions and, you know, topics and things that you want me to talk about. Like you say, I've been behind a little bit in the last couple of days, you know, with showing up for the holidays and not really doing too much. But, you know, you can holler at me in my inbox with your little questions. With your questions and things of that nature, and I'll make sure that I'll get to them and I'll record it and, you know, give you my thoughts and give you my opinion and things of that nature and what I think and what I feel. Okay, and also don't forget, like, I got that blog over there, www.mr215blog.blogspot.com, and that's Mr. MR215 blog blogspot.com, and holler at me. Tell your friends to listen to me, or you know, check me out. Yeah, I dropped my camera twice, but fuck it. Like I said, it's always raw, it's always unedited, uncut. What I record, what it goes through is what it is. Like, it's real shit over here. So tell your friends to, you know, holler at me and get at me. I do talk a lot, but it's my shit, not yours. Deuces.